Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim Classic. Back again to do another route. Back again in the UK. Can I say another one? Back again in Wales. And probably back again in the Class 158. Yes, here... That was a noise. Here on the South Wales coastal route. Where's that other train? Oh, way over there. And it's a pacer. By the looks of things. That sounds like a pacer. We could be in one of those later. Yes, here on the South Wales coastal, doing a couple of routes, starting out in this class, the 158 thing. I've got to open the doors. Going from here in Newport to a place. Then we may jump in a HST. And then we might even end up in one of those over there. A bit of a pacer. Yeah. Not a bit of it, the whole thing, because getting in a bit of it would just be quite weird. Good morning to AB and Trent, by the way. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my videos, or even if you're not, this going out on Railway Wednesday, because it is. Other train-related content for me is some Train Sim World 3 that goes out on a Saturday. Other content for me is something old that we haven't done in a while, goes out on a Monday. One of the Twitch streams in the previous week goes out on a Friday. And when I've got something new to look at, that goes out on what I call Random Sunday. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this route for Train Sim Classic. There'll also be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me do the live thing on the Twitchy. And a link down there to my Discord server as well. Right. Let's jump inside then. Passengers are boarded. 11 miles to go to the place. Let's release the brakes. It's one of those trains where you're better off being outside because there's no windows to open and it's quite quiet inside. That's not bad. If I turn the volume up though, when we get the bings. Okay, they're reasonably loud. Yeah, for those watching live, I have started a little bit early. Just a couple of minutes, in fact, with the earliness. Indeed, Newport is the next stop. An hour early. Yeah, well, I was bored, quite frankly. Bit of a teaser for those watching live. This is the first of 2 streams today, both in train games. Tonight's stream being in Train Sim World 3, where I'm going to be taking the wrong trains on a route, one of which I've pictured in the Discord server. That's going to be an interesting, quite long trip. Right, so cross over here and make our way downhill towards the Newport place. Another train going to the way. No, that's not the brake, that one is. Yeah, I don't mind the 158. It's just a lot of these older routes and the difference you get between Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World 3 is sometimes the audio. If you can open the windows in a train, then I love it because you can bring the audio in from the outside. This is quite quiet. I will be streaming Monday. It's a bank holiday here Monday. I will be watching the proceedings myself. So depending on times, I will be streaming in the afternoon for a couple of hours. Realistically, it's probably going to be some farming, but we'll see. Right, making our way towards, funeral's 11, so I reckon it'll all be over by midday, 1 o'clock maybe. So I may be streaming from lunchtime. But yeah, streams still to come the rest of this week for those watching live. As I said, tonight back with... what am I doing? Oh, Train Sim World 3. Tomorrow is going to be Construction Sim. Tomorrow lunchtime, my first look at that. Not played it myself yet. Fortunate enough to get a pre-release version. Thanks to Astragon. So I'll be streaming that lunchtime. That's something, hopefully, I'd like to do in multiplayer going forward. Tomorrow night is going to be farming. Friday lunchtime is either going to be some cooking sim or some Gran Turismo. I don't know what I'm going to do yet on Friday lunchtime. Friday night was going to be some Wreckfest, but I don't think we've got enough of us to do Wreckfest. So that may be a change as well. Saturday lunchtime though, more trains. Train Sim World 3 going to be doing the Arosa line. Saturday night is some multiplayer trucking. And Sunday, as we did last week, we got some double farming coming up. Yeah, I'm probably only going to watch the wherever it's being held, the place. I don't think I'll watch 4 or 5 hours of it. Westminster, that's the one. I was trying to think of old car models. And obviously there'll be people that may not want to watch that. So I'll be able to provide some relief, as it were. But until then, we've got plenty of trains and plenty of things to do. Lots of the things, including some South Wales train running, because that's where we are, and that's what's out the window. Wales. So yes, so we got 9 miles to go to Newport. Then we got the 7 tunnel junction, and then we got Caldicott. So just the 3 stops on this one. Then we can do a HST route, which does involve some reversing in and out of Temple Meads, I think, and in and out of Parkway as well. And then we'll probably jump in a pacer. So 3 different lots of diesel on this route today. Hopefully this line gets a bit more speed than this, because, you know, being 40 miles an hour, quite slow. Obviously, if I went to notch 5, which would just be ridiculousness, my little knob. Can I grab my shaft? Yes, I can. That's how slow it is. I've never got the train. Actually, no, I went to Swansea once by train. I've never got the commuter between Newport and Cardiff. So you can probably get a bus quicker and cheaper. Yeah, there are fewer hot dog vendors around here due to the line speed. Indeed. They're probably still there, still trying to sell some hot dogs. Thinking, why has this train moved? It's been there for days. That will only make sense if, for those watching on YouTube, a video coming, oh blimey, a couple of Saturdays' time on the Cajon Pass. About an hour and a half in, things get interesting. No one will, of course, get that far, but it gets interesting. I'm not saying the rest of it isn't interesting, but that's the bit where it does. Right, 8 miles. It's definitely a slow old line, this, isn't it? So we're due into Newport at 14:53. Our ETA is 14:59. It's going well. I was sat there for like 2 minutes before the stream started, you know, just preparing myself. You know, mental exercises and a bit of yoga, some stretching. Got the incense going. The return from Swansea to Newport is £18.70. But yeah, we're only going Cardiff to Newport. Which isn't that far, really, is it? 11 miles? It's got to be cheaper by bus. Possibly. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time recently in Train Sim World 3, and actually really enjoying it. But there's been another spanner chucked in the works, which again, for those on YouTube, video coming Blind Wednesday's going on YouTube next Wednesday. So this, video coming this coming Sunday is that aforementioned spanner, which I was intrigued by. The audio cables did come. I was trying this morning to sort out my audio issue to no success. We played some non-copyright music during the flight stream yesterday, which is okay. But yeah, it's definitely a me issue. And I think without replacing my mixing desk, which I hadn't budgeted to do, I can't really do what I want to do. £5.10 from Cardiff to Newport. What's it cost by bus? Centre of Cardiff to centre of Newport, and what's the time difference? That's the important thing. Not that we shouldn't be advocating travelling by train, but there's got to be bus services that go between Cardiff and Newport, and there's probably an express, I should imagine. £2.50, right? What's the time difference? So what does this take? We left Cardiff 14:35, due to arrive at 14:53, so we'll round that up, 20 minutes. Obviously it's not going to take 20 minutes by bus, but saving £2.70. And then depending on where you live in Cardiff and where you want to go in Newport, obviously the bus might go to where you want to go, which would be handy. Oh, a bit of diseasely action. Roughly an hour. Okay, I'd probably get the train. I'm actually toying with the train now. We got a meet-up planned at York Railway Museum at the beginning of December. I'm actually toying with the train. I know it's going to be more expensive, but I haven't been on a train for a few years. Oh, HST. Yeah, I know trains will be more expensive, but just the relaxation part of it. But I need to work out where to change. Have I turned the wrong thingy up again? No. Why is the notifications not doing the noise thing? Hang on, I probably know why. Bear with me, caller. I've been fiddling with my audio. I do apologise. Mr. Rock On, thanks very much. Resubscribe for 1 month, 13 months. 13, a baker's dozen, also somehow only a year to Steve. Guess that's why us on the farm don't get paid. I just have to make the noise myself. I had the wrong audio thing selected, because I've been fiddling with my thing. But yeah, thank you, Mr. Rock On. Hopefully we'll see you back on the farm soon. Yeah, book in advance on a split trip would be much cheaper. Yeah, also, as nice as it'd be, probably to change through London, I think that would just be hectic. So I don't know what other options are as far as getting to York. Can I go Gloucester and up from Gloucester? What goes through Birmingham that gets close to York? Is there anything that goes through Birmingham? It's the 3rd of December. I think Saturday, 3rd of December. Hang on, we can do 60 now. Why didn't someone tell me? When did the speed thing? Cross country from Birmingham to York. Swindon to York. So I could go here to Cheltenham, which is a lovely journey, and then Cheltenham to Birmingham, which is fine, and then change at New Street, I'm guessing, and then Birmingham to York. Or does the Birmingham to York one go through Cheltenham? Isn't there one? What's the one that starts? What's one? Penzance one. Cross country is a bad choice. Trains are so short, you never get a seat. I'm not bothered by that, if I'm honest. Nice to sit down, but it doesn't bother me. Right, 60 mile an hour. 4 miles to go to Newport. So yeah, this evening doing some Train Sim World 3 on the London commuter route, which I'm going to start early because why not? And I'm going to do it possibly 3 times, once in the train that should be on the route and then twice in trains that shouldn't be on the route, one of which is the old 1938 Isle of Wight tube train, because why not? So that's going to be this evening. And for those on the YouTubes, that'll be coming up in a few weeks' time. Actually, no, it might not. I might do that for this coming Friday. I confused myself. Right, back down to a 40. It's definitely a straight bit of track, isn't it? There's hardly a bend in it. It's just like straight line from Cardiff to Newport. So yeah, I worked out it cost me about 80 quid in fuel to get from here to York and back, and probably 8 hours driving. Which I don't mind on the way up there. It was just wandering around all day. It would just be nice just to get back on a train and just sit and relax. Google Maps suggests either straight to Bristol and on cross country there, or it's quicker to go via London. Yeah, I wanted to avoid London because London's normally a bit bloody manic, isn't it? Bristol's fine, so train down to Bristol and then change at Bristol. Would that take me straight to York? Oh yeah, Swindon to Bristol Parkway and Bristol Parkway to York. Perfect. Yeah, it depends on the cost though now, doesn't it? Right, slowing down. 40-mile-an-hour limit. Yeah, I do want to use the purple train. £135. Okay, so that's probably going to cost me, if we said 50 quid, plus a taxi to and from the station here, it's probably going to cost me 60 quid more. But I think it's probably worth that. Just for the relaxation factor. What's the time though? If I wanted to get there at 10 AM, is that doable? So driving, I'd have left here at 6, got there at 10, left there at 6, got home at 10. It means you can start bothering me from Doncaster. I will wear a disguise. Right, there's the hotel up on the top of the hill there at Newport, which I've stayed at many times. And was once refused service because it was 4 AM, the bar had shut and we were ordering beers through reception, and we got told, look lads, it's time to stop drinking now because we're starting to serve breakfast in 2 hours. Wear a non-ginger wig. Right, a mile from Newport. To get to York Station for 10, looks like there's only one option. 6:30. London is the only option. 6:30 departure. So so into Paddington, and then Paddington to, where does it depart from? So I have to get the Tubey from Paddington, when King's Cross. So Circle Line. That's doable. Saturday morning, shouldn't be too busy. Hammersmith and City. Yeah, that's not bad. So 6:30 out of Swindon gets me to York at 10. 135 quid. Yeah, it's definitely doable. Sounds like and planned. Yeah, I do want to go and ride the Purple Line as well at some point, but I just want to go to Reading for that. So I'd probably almost drive from here to Reading, because it's only an hour. Leave the car at Reading, do the Purple train up and down, then drive back from Reading again when it's fully open. Right, single yellow. Then we come to Newport. First stop, so we'll do the HST trip after this one, and then because I've started early, we'll do an extra one in Besa. Old Port's just outside Newport. So we were due here at 14:53, arrival time 14:58. Hi NHS. London probably cost me extra 50 quid on top. What, to go through London? So 185 quid. In that case, I'll drive. Well, I'm wondering though, option number 3, is there a point I can intercept? Can I drive somewhere? So part drive, part train. National Express, take like 3 days. If you go through train ticket, yeah, you get tube. Yeah, I know. So I get one ticket that takes me from here to York, and I just use that on the tube as well. Right, departing Newport. So the Celtic Manor Hotel up on the hill up there, which is very nice. But I always used to stay, there's the old bit of the hotel that you have to leave reception, go down a load of steps, down several escalators, and you're literally down in the bowels of the hotel. That's where we were put. The management of the company that I worked for, sort of senior management, was shoved in the posh bit. Only once I stayed in the posh bit because one of the managers couldn't make it, so I ended up in their room. It was very nice. Right, 9 miles to 7 Tunnel Junction. Swindon to York using only local bus services. Jesus, imagine how many days that would take. You know, I'd like to start my day and finish my day here. Not leave now to be there in December. Now, so I've got a problem with driving there. It's just after a long day on my feet, driving back. Although cruise control on the motorway is not that bad. But I just, the thought of just sitting and chilling on a train, but I'm not paying £100 more than it would cost me in fuel just to go by train. There is one Swindon to Didcot. Didcot to Oxford, Oxford to Bowman, New Street. That's a lot of changing. Yeah, so I want to be there earlier than that. That's the problem. I don't want to get there 12:30. So what's the earliest service out of Birmingham that gets to York for like 10 o'clock? Getting you guys to do all my donkey work here. I can't. That's the problem. I do that without a problem. I drive up on the Friday night, or drive up on the Saturday, come back on the Sunday. But I've got no one to budgie sit. So I have to be here and back the same day. That's why if the Steam Railway Museum here was more exciting, I'd do a meet up here. It'd be a lot easier for me. 803 from New Street. See, that's not bad. See, that's doable. So I can leave here at 6, drive to Birmingham, leave the car in Birmingham, get on the train, go to York, come back, drive out of Birmingham and home. It's got to be more. There's got to be another way. There has to be a way to Blockbuster. 73 quid. Yeah, but it's okay. So where does that train start? Where does it start in Birmingham? Or does it start elsewhere? Because if it starts in Birmingham, okay, fine. So there's one at 7 that gets there at 9:30, even better. Right, 7.9 miles to go to 7 Tunnel Junction. It starts at New Street. Okay. 3rd of December, Saturday. I think it's the 3rd. There's got to be another way of getting to York without going through London, starting in the southwest. There's got to be early trains out of Bristol, surely. First train out of here is about 5 AM. Not on a Saturday. Sims and Stuff travel planning services in action. You wait till I do my America trip next year. I'm going to make use of you lot. Okay. So about Cheltenham then. Cheltenham to Birmingham, because Cheltenham's easy to get to for me. Or Gloucester. Gloucester's really easy. Birdlip, done. 45 minutes. Park at Gloucester. Hop on a train, Gloucester to Birmingham, Birmingham to York. That's doable. What's the first train out of Gloucester on a Saturday? If you're here, by the way, for the whole train sim thing, it's happening. It's on in the background. Cheltenham train starts at Bristol. You know, Cheltenham's easier to get to, or Gloucester's easier to get to than Bristol for me. I thought it was just a chatting stream, I'm guessing. Most of them generally are. No one's going to get this far on YouTube anyway. Well, the meetup's on a Saturday because most people can be there on a Saturday. That's why we're doing it on a Saturday. I should have just organised one in Swindon, shouldn't I? Yeah, we're meeting at the Steam Railway Museum in Swindon. There you go, job done. Exactly, I could just walk there then. Perfect. Steam Railway Museum, wander around Swindon town centre, done. Right, 6 miles to go. I haven't actually been to the Steam Railway Museum since it moved. Gloucester to York, 6:59. Oh, now we're talking. That's getting better. Okay, so I leave here at 6, drive to Gloucester, park up, get on the train, Gloucester to York, back to Gloucester in the evening, get in the car, drive home. 40 minutes from me to Gloucester, straight down the A419. Perfect. Okay, I think we might have a winner. This is definitely a straight bit of track, isn't it? As straight track goes, this is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Zonar. I'm guessing it's a silent D. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. That's 10:30 arrival, £108. And hi. That's not bad. That's doable. 3.5 hours on the same train. I could do that. I always bother about changing in Birmingham, but that seems perfect. Fuel between here and Gloucester is irrelevant. Parking all day, Gloucester train station wouldn't be a lot. Get her up past 10, leave at up past 6, back in Gloucester 10 o'clock, home by 11. Perfecto. Thank you very much. I need to remember that now. I'm bound to forget. Right, 4 miles to go to Severn Tunnel. So we're doing this trip into 158. Then we're going to do a HST trip on the same line, and then we're going to do a 143 trip. Yeah, please. And then, so this being the first of 2 train streams today, you'd save an hour and £35 by going from Birmingham. Yeah, it's just, the pain is with Birmingham, I've got to go to Gloucester, get on the M5, drive another hour, park up in the centre of Birmingham. So it could probably take me another hour and 20 minutes, another hour and a half. So there, and then 3 hours, so then the same back. So it's adding 3 hours onto the day. It's worth 35 quid. Or I just do the meet up here. It doesn't cost me a penny. I walk. Didn't think of that. We've got a railway museum. Double whammy. There's a Didcot one as well, isn't there? No, Didcot Heritage Centre. I haven't been there either. £18.44 return. The same Saturday, direct to Gloucester. £98.60. Gets into Gloucester at 10 o'clock. Perfect. Yeah, I'm home by 20 to 11. Yeah, or I just say sod that. The meet-up's in Swindon, and we do Swindon. Yeah, cheers. Swindon Steam Museum, and then get the train to Didcot from Swindon. Do the Didcot Heritage Centre, and the train back to Swindon again. Seems like an easy day out, doesn't it? Everybody else has got the expense of travelling then, not me. A win-win. Right, 3 miles to go to Severn Tunnel. HST sat patiently waiting, or impatiently waiting, one of the two. By a helicopter. Uh-huh. Didcot's got to be better than Crewe, surely. Right, into 7 Tunnel Junction we come. So we don't actually go under the 7 Tunnel, I don't think, on this scenario. Or do we? No, because one of them was going in and out of Bristol Parkway. So do we actually go under the 7 Tunnel? I don't know. We'll find out. You're going further away now, so drive to Tamworth. I'm trying to avoid much of the driving. I may as well, if I'm driving to Tamworth, I may as well drive to bloody York. It's like, what's just south of York? It may as well be, I don't know, drive to Doncaster and get a train from Doncaster. Yeah, I'll just do that, shall I? Why not drive to York, get a bus to the outside of York, and get a train back into York again? Well, I'd do that. Edinburgh, I know. What if I drive to Bristol, fly to Edinburgh, and then get the train from Edinburgh to York? That could be a thing, couldn't it? No, I've got it. I've got it. Now bear with me. I get a National Express coach that drops me at Heathrow. I get a flight from Heathrow to JFK. Flight from JFK to Dublin. Dublin to Edinburgh. And then get a train from Edinburgh to York. That's it. That's it. That's the one. That's it. I think I've nailed it. That's definitely logical. I don't know I'd be able to get there the same day, but I think that just seems perfect. Hi, SimHub. Right, we are approaching 7 Tunnel Junction. It ticks a lot of boxes, doesn't it? Gets me to America. Haven't done that yet. And does the whole going to York thing. Why don't we just do Heathrow to Newcastle? That just seems too straightforward. Why would you do that? Set off now, go to Heathrow, and then head west. Go west. Go the long way round. That's a brilliant TV show. Go to New Zealand to Dublin. That's just ridiculous. Could have gone via Amsterdam. That's one of those special brownies along the way. I like the idea of doing Gloucester at the moment. That seems quite, because it's an easy drive from Gloucester to here, straight down the A419, simple. So even after a long day, I'm sat chilling on a train for 3 hours, isn't it? That's going to be relaxing. Right, in we come to 7 Tunnel Junction with a pacer sat waiting, coming the other way. Pacer. Right, open the doors. Pacer going on out. We will use one of those later. Can't wait for dovetail to put the pacer in Train Sim World 3. That's what we need. So yeah, I actually think now the new idea of just scrapping the whole York thing and just doing a meet up in Swindon, perfect. That pace was ugly. How dare you say that? Take that back. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Right. Caldicott is in the 0.71 of... Is that a final place of the stopping? Yes, it is. Caldicott, 0.71 of the miles. And then we'll switch to a HST scenario. That particular one. No good trying to bloody sort of track it back now. Feelings would be hurt. Pacers have feelings too. Oh, that sounds nice. It's bloody ugly, but it sounds nice. All trains matter. That's the better looking pacer. That's the same as the one that was there. Swansea to York. Swansea to Manchester Piccadilly. Piccadilly to Leeds. Leeds to York. That's a 143. Yeah, I need to go to a line. I've never seen a real life pacer. That needs to be something that needs to happen as well. I've never been on a pacer. Right, into Caldicott. Because of all the miserable people in the Discord server, you know, trying to get people to some sort of gathering. Now, see what you do, ADEC, is you surely, oh no, because it's the or just drive to do what I've got to do, drive to Gloucester, or go to Gloucester the night before, stay in a cheap hotel and get the train from Gloucester. The 144 is far too posh. The 142 is where it's at, with the proper train seats. Bring the budgie. No, I like my idea of doing a meet up in Swindon now. Steam Rowing Museum here, and then get on a train and do Didcot and back. Sounds like a perfect day out. An ideal for me, I get a lion. We did a meet up, someone in the Discord a couple of years ago, one of the youngsters, parents understandably, because they're only 17 at the time, weren't keen on them going to a meet up, so we went to them. We did a meet up, they lived in Shrewsbury, so we did a meet up in Shrewsbury. We left at the crack of dawn to get there. They just got up all the time, had a wander around with us at Shrewsbury, and then went home again. Right. Well, yeah, that's easily doable, because I'm sure they post when they've got stuff in Steam. Okay, so that was the 158 thingy. There we go. See, that's doable. Right, let's go down to the South Wales thingy. I've forgotten how the alphabet works. I'd rent out my shed for a reasonable fee. South Wales Coastal. Okay, so that's the one we've just done, is the 158. Now we'll do the HST. During a high-speed train service on its way between London, Paddington and Swansea, the trip will involve reversals at Bristol Temple Meads and Bristol Parkway. You will shortly be cleared for your approach into Temple Meads. God, so 2 lots of reversing to do on this one then. Okay. That was lots of noise. Okay, so, oh god, why is my track IR doing that? Right, we got a red. So we've got to wait for the red to clear then. It was loud for me as well, and I'm sat with my headphones on. So once the red clears, we will then proceed with caution. After this train comes across, I'm guessing. I've got time for a jelly baby while we're waiting. I haven't tried the chocolate jelly babies. Tomorrow morning I've either got a choice of doing an extra stream in farming, which I was going to do this morning actually, and then I started to play around with audio, or go shopping. Proper smoky. Right, we've got 25 limit. He was on the HST today from Cardiff to Portsmouth. Awesome. Yeah, last one I went on was 4 years ago. It's probably the last train I went on as well. Here to Bristol was on HST. Oh, I wish I had opening windows. I want to hear the audio. So yeah, we'll do this scenario. And then we'll certainly do a pacer trip. Might do another one as well. So we got to reverse out of Temple Meads. Yeah, I imagine it seems weird seeing them as a 3-car. Screenshot. Thumbnail. So yeah, for those watching live, this is the first of 2 train-related streams today. Tonight we'll be back in Train Sim World 3 on the London commuter. Maybe doing 3 runs in it between Victoria and Reigate. Just going to concentrate on that little bit of line. Going to do the train that it should be, first of all. Then, as a spoiler, going to then do it in a 166. Then going to do it in 1938 tube stock. So that's going to be interesting for sure. And then Train Sim Classic returns to its normal time slot for Wednesday evening. I realised this morning that I should have really reversed these and done Train Sim Classic in its normal place tonight and Train Sim World now. You actually think the track looks better in this than Train Sim? What, in Train Sim World, you mean? I still... It's a really tough choice for me. I'm still adamant just that if I had to do one sim and one sim only, it would be this. It's really close for Farm Sim at the moment. But I just still really like Train Sim Classic. Just the variety of routes, the length of routes, Obviously, coming up at Christmas, we're going to have our long train sim route, which I need to speak to my train sim route organiser. Going to be doing London to Edinburgh in a pacer, not stopping at every stop. So we've done Paddington to Penzance in a pacer. We've done Edinburgh to London in a pacer, stopping at every stop. We've done Penzance to Paddington in a pacer, not stopping at every stop. So this year is going to be London to Edinburgh in a pacer, not stopping at every stop. It only cost you 20 quid to get to York and only 50 minutes. Again, no, we've got a meet-up planned. Its details are in the Discord server. It's 3rd of December for York Railway Museum. Also got one at the end of September for the Gaydon Motor Museum, which has also got a model railway exhibition on at the same time, on the same day. That, as it currently stands, may not go ahead because there's just not enough interest. But York, if it keeps the same or numbers increase of interests that are interested in going there, that was interesting a couple of times, then hopefully York will happen. Because I've never been to York Railway Museum, never been to York, so really looking forward to it. But works better if there's more people. Which is why I posted details in advance so people can plan and work out finances and stuff. Right, so now it's going to tell me I've got to change ends, because I can't go much further that way, can I? Would be a tad difficult. All passengers here at Bristol Temple Meads are boarded. This London Paddington to Swansea high-speed service. Switch cabs and head for Bristol Parkway. Unusual to go Temple Meads. I suppose you've got to go Parkway to get under the tunnel, haven't you? Okay. Right, off we go then to Parkway. Yeah, again, meetups we did years ago, there was always an overnight stay involved because we'd do something during the day and then inevitably go back to the hotel, have a meal, and then just sit in the bar in the evenings. I said I would love to do that. My difficulty is finding a budgie sitter. To be honest, I probably could wangle it if I... Just trying to think. My lights turn off automatically when it gets dark. The bird has a radio on during the day, so if I could plug the radio into a socket, I'm sure I could turn the radio off so that it just goes quiet and dark, and then in the morning the lights come back on again. I might be able to do it. Because travelling up to York, staying overnight and travelling back on the Sunday would actually work quite well. I'd then drive without a problem. Yeah, I've got smart plugs all over the house. All my lamps and things come on with smart plugs. Hi Lee. Just get a timer thing. Oh, I can set it up via the app. That's not a problem. It's just whether I can turn it off. So I can set it to turn off at like 10 PM. It's just whether it... I'll have to try it, whether it would just come back on again. I don't think it would. I don't think it would power on. I have to just get a proper radio. So then when the power comes on, it's on. Yeah, it means I can stay overnight in a hotel then. Right, we're 5 miles from Bristol Parkway. Where are we going after that? Then it's Newport and then Cardiff. Also, we are going under the Severn Tunnel then this time. I've got a digital radio that's downstairs that's on all day. It's just whether, I don't think, if the power goes off and power comes on, it doesn't actually turn on. I'll have to do some investigating. So yeah, so we are going to go under the Severn Tunnel. You've worked out your route. Oh, here we go. Friday, 2:47 p.m. bus, train, second train to airport, 5:30 p.m. A350, 5 hours to Singapore, A380, 14 hours to Heathrow, 6 a.m. landing, Piccadilly line to King's Cross, 8 a.m. train, 2 hours to York. Sorted. So you're coming then, Larwood. Excellent. Well, as much as I want to meet you, Larwood, maybe not that much. Sorry, you know, but the fact that Larwood's been sat there working out, working it back, right. If I win the lottery between now and then, Larwood, sorted. Now, isn't there a direct flight from Perth? There is, a non-stop flight. That's only 16 hours, so that'll save you some time. Oh, you've got a new airport train line. Ooh. I thought it was like a couple of times a week. That's what I was looking at when I was going to... So I really want to go on it. I thought it was just a few times a week. Right, so a 75 limit. It's definitely far too quiet in this train. You don't want to hang around in York for days. We can hang around in London for days. That was a noise. No, I haven't been on the Elizabeth line. I want to go when it's all one thing, when I can go from one end to the other. Because I want to do Reading all the way through and back again. There is just something about the sound of a HST, isn't there? Feels like a Saturday for me. I'm sat here streaming at lunchtime. And it's just odd. I heard on the radio this morning that potentially a 30-hour queue to obviously pay your respects. 30 hours? I spent 4.5 hours once waiting to get on Nemesis at Alton Towers. That was enough. Okay, this scenario is going to end quite abruptly. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to the signals. Oops. Well, that's the HST one then. We'll try another one, shall we? Let's scroll down. South Wales. Is it South Wales Coastal? That's the one, isn't it? Where are we? I'm sure it's a 143. There we go. Although we've done it before. Cheltenham Spa to Maesteg, between Caldicott and Cardiff Central. That's pretty much the same line as we've just done the other way around, though, wouldn't it? And then we could do a 175, or we could do some freight. Tell you what, let's do the 143, although we've done it before. Then, because we're going to be going an hour, then we'll maybe do some freight, and then end up in the 175. How's that? So we use 4 different trains on this stream. Let's do the 143. Well, I'm trying to stay on this South Wales Coastal, so try and stay on the same line for the whole stream. We do this one. We do the 143. Then we'll do some freight. I don't normally do freight in this, but we'll do some freight. So that'd be nice and chilled. We're just chilling and chatting anyway, aren't we? We're just, you know. Oh God, that was me moving around. Can we open windows? No. Okay, it's a bit rainy. That's more like it. I prefer the 142. And why are those wipers not doing anything? It's like, nope, we're not clearing. It is doing absolutely nothing to that rain, is it? It's like, wiper alignment costs extra. Having the wiper touch the windscreen. Right, off we go. So 7 tunnel. "40-hour wait." Blimey. Who's going to wait 2 days? What do you do? What if you need to pee? What if you need food? What if you need sleep? I know it's one of those once in a lifetime things, but blimey. See, look at that. It's far too posh in there, isn't it? Look at those seats. They look comfortable and everything. We definitely need the 142. I'm getting losing points for drive quality. It's a pacer. What do you expect? The drive quality isn't going to be anything. Yeah, the 142 is definitely nicer. Actually, we'll do the 175 after this, so we do the 3 passenger runs. We'll do the freight one last. It's definitely very right ear centric, isn't it? Oh, look at that smokiness. Wow, Lawa's just posted a picture, and that is indeed massive. Looks similar in scale to the Canary Wharf station on the Elizabeth line. That's quite large as well. Right, HST coming the other way. So 9 miles to Newport. So basically a reversal of the journey we did going. Oh, wrong one. That one. Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't more, you know. I think something like this, from my point of view, we've always said that having a proper multiplayer train game would be awesome, where you can have several people going up and down the same line. Obviously, if you ran a red, you'd despawn. But, you know, why haven't we got that? And yeah, and I think a bit like you can do like ticket collecting on Bus Sim, to be able to do like a guard roll. So you buzz the driver and then you wander up and collect tickets. I think that would be quite cool. One day maybe. Right, 8 miles to Newport. Now we're on the 40-mile-an-hour section, chugging our way into Newport. Happy Train Sim World 5. They have said that multiplayer is on their long-term vision. Whether I'll still be doing it then is another matter. So freight train coming the other way. That's what we'll do later. And yeah, tonight back with some Train Sim World 3. Doing London Commuter. You know, it would be taking that one step further. You know, what if you had like certain roles you could assign to certain people? So a bit like doing ATC in Flight Sim, where people could do that in VAT Sim. Imagine having a dispatcher as well. So you're dispatching AI and real trains in and out of a station. So you could have multiple people coming in and going out of one station. That'd be quite cool. I don't know why anyone hasn't done it properly, a proper multiplayer train sim, because having you both on one line, it can't be that difficult. So as we said, imagine having a, like we had with the bus company, but have a train company where you own one line. So even if it was, I don't know, London Commuter, so you own London to Brighton, and you had the contract for that line. So in multiplayer, then every time you drove the line, you earned money from it. That goes, some percentage that goes to the company, or all of that goes to the company, and then you use that money then to buy new trains, to buy new lines. So a bit like we were doing in the bus company, you could come on and decide which line you wanted to drive. You drive a journey on it, it goes towards the company, so to pay upkeep, to buy new trains, to buy new lines. Surely that can't be that difficult to do. That would be awesome, I think, to have a virtual train company. So like this here now, I could be driving for the train company, and at the end of it, so long as I'm in plus points, then I earn a certain amount of money for the company, and that then gets used towards buying more trains eventually and more lines, and I think you'd want the lines to be expensive. So I don't know, if you ended up with, I'd say £1,000 at the end of this journey for the train company, you know, you'd almost expect a new line to be, I don't know, £1 million. So you'd want more people to do lots of journeys to either buy more rolling stock. So maybe you get this line, you only get one train or one type of train available. So the more people drive that one type of train, you then invest in another train. I think that'd be really cool. Well, yeah, it'd be a franchise thing though, wouldn't it? That was a noise. That was definitely a noise. Right, so we're 5 miles from Newport. So after this one, we'll do a trip in the 175, and then we'll see how the time's going. We'll then do a freight trip. So we've done 4 different trains on one line. Yeah, the AP version, or the AP 142, definitely sounds nicer. Well, it's not about redoing the lines, it's having something that works with this. That's what you want. A third-party game that will pull information from this. So again, a bit like Bus Company Sim works with OMSI. So you launch your train company sim, and then you launch your line as standard, and it amalgamates with it. So you launch within the train company, you pick a route, you then spawn into a train and drive this as normal. At the end of it, it takes you back to the company and looks at what money you've made. So it's not a case of needing a new game, it's just having something else that will work with this. A bit like when you get virtual trucking companies. It's software that links into the game to make it a VTC, and the stuff for flight links in with the game. So you still play the game as normal, but it's extra software that links in with it. That's what you need with this. I taken. Yeah, very similar to Air Hauler. Yeah, having something like that in this, I think would just be brilliant. And I'm surprised nobody's done it yet. Just to have a, you know, oh, watch out, Taken. Nightbot doesn't like emotes. You know, I'm not so bothered about seeing other people on the track necessarily, because obviously we didn't see that in OMSI, but just driving and then benefiting a virtual train company, I think would be really good. I think the full Swansea to London will come eventually. Okay, just slightly overtaken. That's the one thing I was disappointed by originally when the Great Western Express came out for Train Sim World, and the fact that it just went Paddington to Reading. I'm, you know, hopeful that they'll do the next bits of that. I'd love to see Reading to Bristol. This thing's definitely not rapid, is it? 36 miles an hour. I got a break. Freight coming the other way. So yeah, if you just joined, first of 2 train related streams today, back tonight with some Train Sim World 3. I'm going to be doing London Commuter with a twist. And then tomorrow lunchtime, got my first ever stream in Construction Sim. Going to be taking my first look at that. Looking forward to that one. Tomorrow night's going to be some farming. Friday lunchtime is either going to be some cooking sim or some Gran Turismo. Friday night, likely to change, something multiplayer. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. Saturday night, some multiplayer trucking. Sunday, we got some double farming again. And then Monday, probably early afternoon, we'll be doing something, because it's a bank holiday now. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's a lot of money as well. Right, so we're 2.5 miles from Newport. And then we've got to make the trip to Cardiff. Yeah, it's definitely far too plush in here, isn't it? Posh seats, far too posh. Yank it all the way back. Yeah, that's why I'm gutted I missed out on getting to travel on a pacer, just for the experience, you know, to see if they are as bad as people say they were. They can't have been that bad. They're in service for so long. Yeah, it is nice when you get jointed track. Right, slowly bringing our way into Newport. On a rather dank, rainy day, which happens every time I cross the bridge into Wales. It just rains. Right, 40 and down to a 20. And then on to Cardiff. Gee, thanks. Yeah, and I sort of, I don't know, some of the wording, and I get why they do it, is that, yeah, this is the train from Paddington to Swansea, but you're taking it as far as Reading. Well, then don't call it the Paddington to Swansea train. I know it is, but in game, call it Paddington to Reading, because when you're scrolling down trying to find a route to do, and you see Paddington to Swansea, your instant inclination is to go, ooh, Paddington to Swansea. No, Paddington to Reading. And until you know... So yeah, you know, if you get on the train at Gloucester to Birmingham and it's the Plymouth to Doncaster service, I know it does say it's going to Doncaster. but it's still a bit off-putting. Right, in we come to Newport. Rather clattery, clattery, place where you put cats. It is a good route though. The Great Western Express is really good. The 166 and the HST in Train Sim World sound very, very good. Right, stopping at Newport. Oh dear, really? Really, Overland, really? It's Wednesday, that's the best you can come up with? "38 times, that's a lot of times." Still interesting how you've not got the ability to see out of this train when it's raining. It's like, yep, the wipers are doing something, but I can't see where I'm going. Right, 20 limit as we come out. Yeah, we didn't pay the extra. What? Hang on. So you want the wipers to touch the windscreen? Oh no, you got to pay extra for that. I think it's the rain mapping, isn't it? So the rain isn't clearing where the wipers are. Okay, into the tunnel. Have you got a command like that? No. It's on a cooldown as well. I think it's doing them for everybody. Oh dear, that's the thing. Don't know why I'm taking a screenshot there. I meant to reset the track IR, that's the one. Just another example of Great British engineering. Yeah, well, Overland's threatened to join us on some streams soon, so we gave him his command early. That's definitely a noise. Hang on, I've just noticed something, and I don't want you to be alarmed here. Just have a look at the points. We're in the points are in a plus. I know. There's something wrong, obviously. They're definitely in a plus. Farm bus, good luck. You can join the bus company. I won't be driving for it again, but you can join it by all means. While it's get it while you can. I don't think it'll be there much longer. Right, so we're 10 miles from Cardiff. That's where I'd love something multiplayer in this. I'm looking forward to seeing what SCS announced for their 10 years of ETS2. I would love a virtual trucking company to be available in ETS2, and I'd love a dedicated server for multiplayer, because there's so many people in the community that must do ETS2. Having a dedicated server would be awesome, and having a VTC would be awesome. So hopefully that's something that they organise. So then that will give me more of a focus for trucking. Obviously the farm's going well, really enjoying doing farming. It's brilliant that there's some interest in people joining us on the farm. That's great. It's just some of the other multiplayer is where we haven't got enough people to do really. So Wreckfest was planned for this Friday, but I don't think there's going to be enough of us to do it. And I don't want to sort of make it boring for people. So doing it once a fortnight I think may have been too much. So maybe it's something we pencil in once a month to make it a bit more, less boring. Same with golf. Love golf. But again, doing the same courses every week or every fortnight may become a bit sort of monotonous. So maybe we put them into a monthly rotation. One Friday it's Wreckfest, one Friday it's golf, one Friday it's something else, trucking, and then another Friday it's something else. Right, we're 8 miles from Cardiff Central, where this scenario will end, but then we jump into 175 and do something, and then see, hopefully we'll have time then to be able to do a little bit of a freight run as well. Because I started this ridiculously early. Because basically I was sat here fiddling around my audio and I thought, I may as well stream. I was going to stream early, but I was only going to stream like half an hour early. So a quick dash towards Cardiff Central at 55 of the miles an hour. That's a binging noise. And you can tell that by the way that it is. There's definitely not a lot of other traffic on this line, is there? I think there would be more than this. You'd see a lot more trains going up and down this line than we've seen. We've seen a couple. I know it's down to the person who set the scenario up, but he knew I was coming, so they cleared the line. Oh, I see a train. I spoke it too soon. There's a train coming the other way. It does sound nice, I must admit. Posting twice, did you? Where? It is the most testing. We've got to make sure, because it might just suddenly not work. So we've got to make sure on a stream by stream basis to make sure that it still works. And yes, it does. No, your message didn't come up. I'm guessing Twitch stopped it. Alright, 40 limit down here. It's only very rattly, isn't it? Yeah, a few people lurk. You know, it's great that people want to be part of the community. As I said in the video I put out yesterday, it's awesome when people become part of the community and stick around. It is a shame when we lose people, but that just happens. So it's brilliant to see people that may have been lurking for a while, that all of a sudden, for whatever reason, decide to start chatting and joining in. Okay, that was slightly pornographic. I do love that GWR livery. I think it's so nice. Twitch being twitchy. Chocolate. I have no chocolate. I've been trying to be very good and have no chocolate. Right, so there's the 175. That's what we're going to drive next. And then we'll finish off with a bit of freight. Yeah, I was going to do an early morning farming stream this morning, but ended up playing my audio. So I might do one tomorrow morning. Which means I do need to go shopping. So I might have to do that after this stream. I never had an issue with the lighting on 2. Obviously lighting's changed on 3, but I never had an issue with 2. A lot of hours into Train Sim World 2. Only played it once on console and didn't notice an issue. It could be your Xbox. Yeah, I got a week off work. Which is why I'm lunchtime streaming on a Wednesday. Back to work next Tuesday. Which is why there's 2 streams tomorrow, maybe 3. 2 on Friday. Then normal 2 on Saturday. There'll be 2 on Sunday this week and 1 on Monday. Because quite frankly, I've got nothing else to do. It's either stream or, you know, go through the boxes that are in my spare room. So streaming it is. Or, you know, do the garden. I ain't doing that. Right, 2 miles to Cardiff. Wow. Yeah, I've uninstalled 2 now. Now I've got 3. There's no reason for me ever to go back to 2. It's like when I got 2, I uninstalled 1. If that was the case, I'd also do a decorating party. Doing good, thank you. Nice and chilled, halfway through the week, Wednesday lunchtime. You can bring your own hammer. See, another reason to do a Swindon meetup. Right, 1.9 miles to Cardiff, where this scenario ends. But then we will jump into 175 and do another one. Just because the lady loves milk tray. Does anyone actually love milk tray? Who that's ever been given a box of milk tray goes, oh yay, milk tray, you bought the cheapest chocolates you could in the supermarket. Lovely, thanks. Just give me a bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk. That's it, I'm happy then. Quality Street are better anyway. Yeah, is there any one of those tubs or things you get of chocolates though where everyone likes all of them? There's always one where it just gets left. The purple one, obviously, no one likes that. I think Heroes, most people eat them. Yeah, I got given at work, someone gave me a box of milk tray for my birthday, which they got given at Christmas. It was sat on their desk for 2 months. It was like, yeah, great, thanks. They ended up going out of date and I binned them. Yes, celebrations are all pretty good. Because all of the chocolates in celebrations, there are no calories in them because they're so tiny. Right, braking, single yellow. The next one's red before we get to the station. Oh, those penny toffee things, yeah, they're quite... If you've got a loose filling or something, then you're likely to lose teeth. I guessed it was Quality Street you were meaning to type that. Right, pacer coming out. Let's do the slowy down thing, because the next light should be a red one. Which is just hiding around this corner. Why do they hide it around the corner? They do that on purpose. Is it red? Oh no, right, okay, we're safe then. We got a yellow. We're okay. Oh, the green triangles. Yeah, they are quite nice. It's a pain if we do something on predictive text and you're expecting it to change it to the word that you want it to change it to and it doesn't. It's like, surely you must have known by me going off that I wanted to type, you know, that word. So you type it wrong, hoping it's just going to put it right. Right, into a damp Cardiff we come. So I'm guessing that, is that all this line is then? Is between... No, so we did Bristol Temple Meads, didn't we? Okay. have to get out the Tipex. Right, in we come to Cardiff. Yeah, I am genuinely gutted that I didn't get a chance to go on a pacer. Right, that should be the end of the line. And then we'll do another scenario. Lots of engine noise going on. See, that's the other thing with this, isn't it? The scenario's ended. Okay, we're not moving on from here. Yet why does it take so long to do the boarding process? It's like, you know, come on. No, I've finished. The scenario's over. Why are you making me sit here? It's like, you know, landing at your destination and they just make you sit on the plane. Well, we're early. I'm sorry, but you can't get off until we're due to arrive. So the service is going to continue, but you're no longer required. In other words, you're saying I'm rubbish then. Is that what you're applying? Yeah, someone else take over this now. Why? Is there wrong with driving? No, you're fine. It's just that someone else is going to take over now. It's like, oh, great. Thanks very much for that. Right, so South Wales. Why do I pick routes all the way down the alphabet? South London, South Wales coastline. Okay, so we've done that one, that one, that one. What other ones? We've got the 175. We've done it before, so that. Cardiff to Cheltenham, running as far as Bristol Parkway. Clear winter's day. I know we've done it before, but we could do that one. And then we'll finish off with... so I've done... Yeah, we'll do this one. And then we'll finish off with some freighter. Yes, the Pacer is one that started off as a Leyland National. Welcome aboard to creating a chance bar. Due to service, we're running through the Severn Tunnel and via Bristol Parkway. So finally, we get to go through the Severn Tunnel. That's close. What the hell sort of horn is that? The world's most depressing horn. Right, we've got no windows, have we? Nope, okay. So you won't be opening the windows then. So where are we going? We're going to... So Cardiff Newport, go via the Severn Tunnel. Go via Patchway and pick up passengers at Bristol Parkway. So this time we are actually going through the Severn Tunnel. Yay. Ahoy hoy. Passenger boarding is complete. Proceed when ready. Well, I'm ready. Right, single-handed operation. What sort of noise is that? Okay, this thing accelerates slightly faster than the Pacer. So a 7 AM departure out of Newport. Sounds okay. A little bit on the brake, keep under that 15 mile an hour. Doesn't look as good as Train Sim World does in snow, but looks okay. Well, that reminds me. Competition ends just before the stream later. I will announce the winners of the Train Sim World 3 competition on tonight's stream. I mean, there's snow comparison. Oh dear. He was going to enter, but there's no point. You should have a PC. I had the choice of keys. I could have had PlayStation. I could have had Xbox, or Steam. I was actually toying with getting like 2 Steam, 1 PlayStation, 1 Xbox, but then it thought it might have restricted a bit more who would have entered. So just went with all Steams. I think most people that watch the content are on PC. Yeah, and again, although people are entering because of the competition, that's the sort of thing I'd like to do more often in the Discord. It was right, this week, post a picture of a truck in this scenario. This week, post a picture of a plane. This week, post a picture of a boat. Just to get people, you know, getting involved. But I bet if I did it without it being a competition, no one would enter. Right, so 40 limit here. This week, post a picture of a poo river. Well, you would have won that, obviously, Overland. So yeah, tonight back with more trains. Train Sim World 3. Where I might do 3 trips between Victoria and Reigate on the London commuter line. 1 in the correct train, 1 in the slightly wrong train, and then 1 in totally the wrong train. So that's going to be tonight. I probably will start early. Probably 6 p.m. because it's going to take sort of 50 minutes each way. It won't be 5 p.m. p.m. To be honest, I could probably start at 4, but I won't, because that was just too early. 5:45. You'll know when I'm going to be starting, because I'll fire up Train Sim World 3. 2 p.m. I'll still be doing this at 2 p.m. Oh, blimey, we get to go up to 95. So we finally get to go through the 7 tunnel on this one. And then after this scenario, we will jump in and do a bit of freight. Not normally a fan of freight. This is a 175, yes. You went for a peeve. Okay, that was a thing. .175, 111. Freight trains are a good way to gain experience. Right, 95 limit. Round the corner. Freight train coming the other way. Alright, 95. Give it all of the beans. Have we got an inside view? Oh, we have. A bit dingy in here, isn't it? Okay. There's a slight issue. I don't think anybody noticed. It sounds like time for a goods training montage. The thing is, there are certain lines in the UK, aren't there, that at the moment electrifying them just isn't possible. Saw something online testing hydrogen trains. Because some of these remote lines, you're never going to electrocute those. Electrocute, electrify, or electrocute. It's taking its time building its speed up. As we get up to speed, we'll probably come to a reduction, have to slow down again, ready to come into Newport. Yeah, and remote Scotland, you know, you're never going to be able to get electrified lines up there. I was just about to say that. Other than that, it's battery technology, isn't it? I'm sure there's ways of being able to have a battery-powered train, and at the station it just connects and charges and just tops up, even if it's like 2 minutes. Yeah, hybrid, possibly. Right, 3 miles to Newport, so we're going under the Severn Tunnel. And again, tomorrow lunchtime, got my first look at Construction Sim. I've not played it myself yet. Releases next week, so looking forward to that one. That's hopefully something then, if there's enough interest in it, that we will do in multiplayer going forward. So that's going to be good. Tomorrow night, some farming. Friday lunchtime is either going to be some Gran Turismo or some cooking sim. Friday night, we're due to do Wreckfest, but I don't think we've got enough of us to do that. And as I said earlier, I don't want to risk certain games becoming like monotonous and boring. So maybe something else this Friday. And then bring Wreckfest down back in a couple of weeks' time. There's a solar powered train in Australia. Yeah, there's got to be other ways. Well, he did make a comment, didn't he, in his parting speech that, you know, a bit like the one of the Roman emperors, wasn't it, who made a return, that I don't think that's the last we're going to see of Boris somehow. He did do well as Mayor of London. So I'm sure he'll crop up again. Right, 60 limit. Nuclear powered train. Okay, just not so great if they crash. Okay, then down to a 30 limit. We come through the tunnel. Braking. That be dark in there. There we go. Oh, blimey. Yeah, that was his idea, wasn't it? There's a bit of that. Was it Plymouth? There's a tiny section they've got left of the atmospheric railway. Right, into Newport we arrive. To platform 4, it would seem. See, another reason to go to Didcot. It's got to happen. Newport, this is Newport. Newport, this is Newport. The train now arriving at platform 4 is a delayed 7:12 departure heading to Bristol Parkway. Maglev. It's just rebuilding the infrastructure is the problem. Doing good, thank you. For a Wednesday, it is a good day. I shall have a jelly baby while I'm waiting for the passengers to board the train. Apply to be an announcer. It's all computer generated now, isn't it? There aren't any real announcers anymore. Those days are gone. Here at Train arriving, platform 2. Is a delayed 7:12 departure going to Newport. Don't know what accent that was supposed to be. Should get a Swedish announcer there. That's what we need to do. Get a Swedish announcer. I was about to get a Swedish announcer in then, but I forgot what Swedish sounds like. No, I nearly tried an Indian accent then. That wasn't going to win well. I'd sound like Shorty. Indian accent, that's German. Proceed when ready. Okay, go via the 7 tunnel. Hang on, that one. Right. You. Me what? Swedish plus Joe. A German Swede on holiday in India. Or a German Swede that's moved to India and has sort of gained a bit of the accent. No, I'm not going to try it. Maybe at the start of tonight's stream, we'll see. I've got to start fresh. I can't just go into it. Oh, that sounds quite cool. .315 mile an hour operating speed. Blimey. Well, there's been that testing loop somewhere over there, isn't there, for years. So they've proved the technology works. You know, I've been on the maglev at Birmingham Airport. And that's been there a lot of years. Right, 75 limit coming up. And then towards the 7 tunnel we go. So yeah, tonight's Train Sim World 3 is going to be with a twist. Going to be doing London Commuter. Once in the train between London Commuter between Victoria and Reigate. Because I've been fiddling around doing the whole train swapping thing. So once in the train that it should be, and then we're going to do it once in a class 166, and then once in the 1938 tube stock. So that's going to be an interesting one tonight. What I might do going forward, just for the the lols, is see if I can put the 166, because that's about the closest thing we've got in Train Sim World to the Pacer. I might see if I can put the 166 on every route and just do the 166. Is it going to be another uphill crawl? I don't know. I took it out of Victoria. I got it as far as Battersea, which is the picture I posted in the Discord earlier. I haven't gone any further than that. So I don't know how interesting the 38 stock's going to be on its way to Reigate. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And as I said, then tomorrow lunchtime I've got construction sim. You'll get some hot dogs. Hot dog. And tomorrow night back on the farm. I am really enjoying farm sim again at the moment. Loving the fact we've done a couple of streams now where we've all been like working together, and that certainly makes a difference. We're going to do some forestry on Sunday. That can only end well. Yeah, the 101 is, but it's the whole gear change thing. I think unless I map some buttons to do the gear change, which isn't easy, then I quite like the 166. I haven't actually looked at, because there's a couple of other DLCs available. I haven't got all the DLC trains for Train Sim World. I might have to look, because there might be some interesting stuff that I haven't got. Right, 5 miles to our go via. I don't think so. I think the only train DLC I've got for Train Sim World is the Isle of Wight one. I did buy Diesel Legends I bought for this, didn't I? I can't remember. I'll have a look after the stream. Alright, so there's freight coming the other way. We'll do some freight after this. think this would be a really good line for Train Sim World. Yeah, so the fact that you can swap trains in Train Sim World and make your own custom scenarios is quite cool. That's what I've done for those two tonight. I should have used the HST, shouldn't I? So I think that's something we might do going forward. You know, go back over all the old lines, but then use the wrong trains. Right, we've got 75 limit down here. So that's warning me of the speed limit change. The 166 would have gone on the steam era route. It would actually. It looked odd on some of the German routes as well, and the American stuff. Run the 166 on the Harlem line. That'd certainly be interesting. Right, so here's our 75. So we're going via 7 Tunnel Junction and then through the 7 Tunnel, which we didn't do on the trips earlier. Take the 166 up the Cajon Pass. Well, yeah, because I don't think, because that's not geared up for passenger run though, is it? So I don't think there's any passenger services on that route, so I can't do a passenger run. Bring the hot dog guy, a train full of customers. It's a real shame that no one will get that far on YouTube. Right, round the corner, past 7 Tunnel Junction, and then through the 7 Tunnel. Blimey, that was a bit of a track change. Talk about not slowing down. That's a hell of a bend as well to be doing at 70. Blimey. Where's the other 6 tunnels? They all flooded. Okay. Hang on, we're in the plus points again. This can't be right. This definitely can't be right. We can't have 2 trips in a row where we're in plus points, ignoring the fact that the whole red light thing. Down the gradient we go. And into the tunnel we go. Can't wait for them to bring out officially the Channel Tunnel. It can't be that hard to do, can it? It's definitely dark in there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Put big light on. Can't remember the last time I actually put my main lights on in the living room. A couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, I think they'd have to do London to Paris, wouldn't they? Because that would be quite an interesting route. Well, I don't know. Well, I think there'll be people wanting to do the car carrier, but that just goes round in a loop, doesn't it? Goes through the tunnel, loops around, and then comes back through again. Loops around, then goes back through again. Right. We're at the bottom of the tunnel now. So now it's an uphill climb. So I'm guessing these lights mark the bottom. Slightly speeding. See, that's why I've never been a fan of freight stuff. Which, although we will do one, just so we can do 4 different types of train on this route, because it is just trundling along slowly. And that's pretty much what the car transport of things would be under the Channel Tunnel. So we've got to go via Patchway and then stop at Bristol Parkway. So you don't think when you go into these tunnels that it actually goes down and then back up again. You know, you just have visions of it being just a straight tunnel. We are approaching the end. The end is nigh. Out into the light we go. Let there be light. Straight into a 90. So just keep it flat out up the incline. Go via Patchway on our way to Bristol Parkway. So then we'll jump in freight. Hopefully it's a bit, we'll find something that's a bit sunny. Oh, this is getting light now. Still going uphill. That's one hell of a grade. Oh, that's quite cool. So use it for a bit of sanctuary. The Licky Incline. Yeah, that's one hell of a climb though, isn't it? So the amount of time I've been to the Licky Hills and never knew it was more famous for its incline. We've got another tunnel. Thankfully I left it flat out because we're actually slowing down. Two-tier tunnel. Do you licky the hills? Around Birmingham, you're advised not to lick anything. Right, so coming through Patchway, out of this tunnel, and then on our way to Parkway. Here's a narrow tunnel. As long as the tunnel's wider than the train, I'm not really too bothered. It's when the when the tunnel's narrower than the train, you've got to really be concerned. And I really wish that they do, and I'd love for it to be something for Train Sim World. I want some narrow gauge stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. The Vestiniog, which again is something I've always wanted to go on up. Lots of slowing. Whose patch? Is he the dog that belongs to Susan? He is. Make our way round to Bristol Parkway. You've definitely got to think about gravity trains, haven't you? Right, double yellow. Oh look, see, getting a bit of blue sky now as well. I know, I'm in plus again. This is 2 trips now where I've been in a plus. Oh, that sounded quite nice. And into Parkway. Hey, I'm going to look after the stream at options, although you did some brilliant work at train costs. I'm going to look at options for hotels for York. Travel up on the Saturday, travel back on the Sunday morning. I know booking.com. Good thing is with booking.com is you can book it and then cancel it if things change. Do you park on a parkway and park on a driveway? Drive on a parkway. Yeah, because I know with my internet connected lights, I know I can connect the radio up and turn it off. So 10:15 at the moment, all my lights go off my living room. So it gets dark, obviously. And winter it'd be really dark. So the budgie will think it's night time and go to sleep. So if I turn the radio off, it's in the morning, it's turning the radio back on. That's the thing. I've got to try and find a way of doing that. If I can do that, then I'll stay overnight somewhere. Which means I then drive. Great work, all tasks completed successfully. Let's see how I did. Brilliantly. Utterly fantastically. I actually did do quite well. Didn't quite beat Larwood. And didn't beat my previous score on that. Larwood's got 1,000. I got 1,000 before. How did that happen? That can't be right. There's got to be something wrong there, surely. Right. Now, freight. Shut the front door. Wait, shut, thankfully. I've not locked it today, so definitely shut. You say brilliantly. Look, I was impressed with that. I don't care what you lot think. That one. Foggy. We don't want foggy. Is that all we've got as a freighter? It's either that one, which is overcast and summer. Drive a fully laden coal train from Portbury to Rugeley Power Station through the challenging grades of the Severn Tunnel. The scenario begins with 1,000 points, and any driving transgressions will be penalised severely. Oh, it's got to be that one then, isn't it? It's got to be that one. Welcome to aboard the Freightliner heavy haul service to Rugeley Power Station. We're hauling over 1,000 tonnes of coal from Portbury. The road through Bristol Temple Meads should clear shortly, and we'll be on our way. Set up the train and prepare to depart. Okay. Oh, that does sound quite nice. Yeah, so it's red in difficulty, and we started with 1,000 points. So where are we going? Stop at Hereford, down loop up. Is that it? In 8 miles? How is this an hour scenario if it's 8 miles? So we're going to be doing 8 miles in an hour. Is this just going to be red light simulator? Speed is low. 8 mile an hour? We've got a 25 limit ahead of us. I'm guessing we're waiting for that to come the other way. Plenty of red lights ahead. Oh, hang on. Is that us? Yeah, we got a green. Okay. We got windows in this. No. What was that? No. Okay. Right, take up the slack.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, there's smoke at the other end. Oh, well, that was a 125. I thought we were being pushed. Rafa, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. Yeah, it's just 8 miles. That's all we've got to do, and it was a 60-minute scenario. That can't be right, can it? Unless we are going to get a lot of reds. Does that mean I've got to pay attention to the signals now? Well, the last one was definitely green. Probably every signal are red. Yeah, I'm expecting it. Oh, it's getting up to speed, okay. We're going to go on the middle lines yet. Thought we would. Okay. So through the middle of Temple Meads, which does seem weird. Such a nice station, Temple Meads. York's supposed to be nice, isn't it? Again, never been to York. Um, um, why did we get a warning of that being red? I'm going to have to replay that. But there was no yellow. We got a green. We surely, if that next one was red, that should have been yellow, shouldn't it? Or did I miss a yellow down here? So, hang on. If that one was yellow and the next one was red, this one should have gone not green, but double yellow. Why was that a thing? There's something wrong there. There's definitely something wrong there. I didn't get a warning of that red. I had 2 whites for entering the station. Ah, okay. You've done all the stops on the Isle of Wight. That's what I said I'd love to do as a Sims and stuff get together thing, is do the ferry across from Southsea to the Isle of Wight, hovercraft across from Southsea to the Isle of Wight, and then do all the stops on the Isle of Wight. Right, so this time we know that that's going to be a red. The thing is, how many more times am I going to get caught out? If it's an hour to do 8 miles. Okay, we see we've got a green. Okay. The thing is, a ferry takes so long. Right, so now we've definitely got to pay attention to the signals, haven't we? So the one down here then, what was that showing? Was that showing as a green, or did I miss it as being a yellow? Okay, I'm just going to take it easy. Doing good, thank you, Terry. Yeah, there's our 2 whites. But yeah, the hovercraft though, that's only like 10-minute crossing, isn't it? Could do hovercraft one way, ferry back or whatever. Right, we know now we've got a red. I've really got to pay attention to these signals then, haven't I? I wonder, 8 miles, how is that going to take an hour? Well, we'll see how many people we can get to the meetups at Gaydon. That's the one that's not looking great at the moment. And then see how York does in December. It's a certain someone's birthday in February, and I will be wanting to do something. Hang on, we got a yellow this time. So we will proceed with caution. Because the next one's red then. Mine's the 9th. 24 next year. Big 3-0. Right, is that a green for us? That's a green. Yeah, that's a green for us. Okay. We should be good then, if we got a green. Still 16 on the inside. I still feel 18. Right, so we've really got to keep an eye on these signals now. Right, take it slowly up to 25. Okay, yellow. And the red's just after that then. God, this is now, they're really close together. Yeah, again, something to be good for next year is the Isle of Wight. So we'll see how these meetups we've got planned go. Right, if I creep towards this, it might change by the time we get there. If we were waiting for this HST. You don't really want to stop. Unless we absolutely have to, which I think we're going to have to. Oh, no, there we go. We got a green. Does sound quite nice. You notice our distance hasn't gone down yet. We're still 8.37 miles from destination. Oh, we got a bit of wheel slip there as well. That's probably why it takes an hour. We never get closer to the destination. Is it a 70? I don't know what it is. Yeah. Looks bloody ugly. Right, slowly build the speed up. Another green. So 1,000 tons of coal. You hear Flixbus is coming to console. What? Fernbus? Yeah, we know that's the case. God, it isn't as bad as no, because that's the one, because they've basically shafted every PC player, haven't they? Because they've said all the map DLCs will be available free with console, and yet those of us on PC had to pay for them. There are quite a few bus sims out there. It's a shame because I really liked Fernbus. Oh god, we got a hot axle problem. And it really needs an economy system. If it had an economy system, it would be a really good game. If they implemented the same system as in Tourist Bus into Fernbus, it would be great. I used to be a beta tester for TML, and there was talks then about implementing an economy system into Fernbus, but then they concentrated on the bus, which I think was a complete waste of their time and resources, and I think they've dropped the ball. The bus is just bad. There's not enough content. They've completely forgotten about Fernbus, and I think there's so much more that they could have done with Tourist Bus. And I think they've lost a lot of confidence in people, and the port of Tourist Bus onto console wasn't done well at all. I couldn't even open the map on the PlayStation, which is a real shame. Okay, so our distance is still at 8 point. With a hot box, we cannot let you proceed through a 7 tunnel. Please stop at the end of Filton Abbey Wood platform 2 while we devise a plan. Okay. So now it's not letting us through the tunnel. Yay, thanks for that. Turn around and go back. Go the long way round. Go up to Gloucester and back down again. Train Life. Not heard of that one. We're getting slower. This can't be good. .27 miles an hour. I know it's a hill, but it's still not good. Anyone want to get out and push? Yeah, I've just requested a review copy of it. Where did it say I had to stop? Filton Abbey Wood. So I've got to stop up here, haven't I? Good thing, really. If this hill was any steeper, then I wouldn't be able to go up any further. Still showing 8.37 miles to our destination. Don't think that's quite right. It's on Steam now. I know it is. I've requested it for review. I will see what happens. Right, we've got double yellow up here anyway. Shouldn't take too much effort to stop. It really confused commuters, isn't it? Because they're going to be stood waiting at the platform for their train, and a coal train comes in and be like, what are we supposed to do, climb in? Third-class passengers only. I'm sure it said stop here. I wasn't really paying much attention. The next train to arrive at platform 3, platform 4. Okay. Well, I've stopped here. Oh. We are passing you over to Bristol Parkway. Stop the train in the up passenger loop and await instructions. Thing is, it's not updating the thing as to where I'm supposed to stop. This is why it will take an hour. That's true, I suppose. Okay, so I've got to stop in the up passenger loop. Hopefully that'll appear on my little thing down here. There was a red after I went through it. Right, see what happens here then. Hi Josh. Right, just got to keep my eye out down here then for where I'm stopping. There's a yellow. I'm doing good, thank you. So yeah, because this thing isn't updating as to where I've got to go and what I've got to do, I've literally got to rely on the information down there. Going well. Yeah, first of 2 streams today for those that may have just joined. Back tonight with some Train Sim World 3. I'm going to be doing the London commuter with a twist. I'm going to be using trains on it that shouldn't be on it. One of which I've given a slight hint to in the Discord server. So that'll be 6 o'clock tonight. How far around is this place where it's telling me to stop? Almost seemed as though it was close by, but from what I can tell now, it doesn't look like it. So probably 5. It won't be that early. Another yellow. That's gone green. Am I from Scotland? No. Completely at the other end of the country. Yeah, as I don't agree with striking anyway, but the fact that they have been cancelled. is good. Oh, top of the morning. Fiddly-dee. Ah, right. Bristol Parkway up passenger loop. Well, that's where we got to stop. So just down here. And then await further instructions. I'm not minding this actually as a scenario. I'm not normally a fan of freight. But it's quite nice just having that unknown. The fact we're still 8.3 miles away from where we got to go. You're Scottish. We won't hold that against you, obviously. If you're from Wolverhampton, it'd be completely different. But Scotland's fine. Welcome to insanity. The streams are all this random, in case anyone new was wondering. But yeah, so today back with some Train Sim World 3 later on. Tomorrow, maybe 3 streams. Depends how I feel in the morning. You might get an early morning farming stream. Then tomorrow lunchtime, my first stream in Construction Sim, which is released next week. And then tomorrow night, farming. Friday lunchtime is either going to be some cooking sim or some Gran Turismo. Friday night, something multiplayer. Saturday lunchtime, Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. Saturday night, some multiplayer trucking. I'm looking forward to that one in the quarry. And Sunday, double farming. Farming at lunchtime and farming in the evening as we've got a bank holiday. The Scots can thumb their balls easier in a kill. Exactly. Okay, so we'll stop down here. And then see what it tells me to do. It's a dead end. So are we going to have to uncouple and This thing does sound rather nice on tick over though. Can we just sit and listen to this thing tick over for an hour? Right, we'll stop there. And wait for the instructions. Okay, so is that train? So if you look down here, I pointed at my screen then. Wow. If you look down here, we've had a look at the leading wagon as the culprit. Uncouple it from the train and shunt the wagon into the engineer's siding. Go via the Bristol Parkway spur head shunt. Oh God. Okay, so it's a leading wagon. So that we've got to take this front one off. Okay. So uncouple that one. We should be good. We've still got a red though, but let's pull forward. Oh God, hang on. That one. No. That one. Let's pull forward just to see if that has uncoupled it. Yeah, looks like we're good. I heard the whistle then on the platform. That was quite cool. So I'm guessing it's going to get us to back into one of these. I've got a yellow. Yeah, I know. Oh, this thing does sound quite epic. So we'll see which track it takes us down, and we'll clear the points. And hopefully it'll change. And then we can come back again. Is it going to take us in this first one? Is it going to take... Yeah, it is. Okay. That's fine. So we'll clear these. I should imagine it'll do it automatically. I'll stop up here and it'll tell me then. Hope someone's going to tell the power station not getting as much coal as they thought they were going to get. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so if I go into reverse now. Oh, that sounded all kinds of epic. Oh, there's all kinds of noises going on there. I approve of that. See, and this is the one thing that draws me to Train Sim Classic over Train Sim World 3. It's not about the visuals. It's about the audio. And although Train Sim World 3 has got some brilliant audio, as we're going to find out tonight, the fact that you get the diversity of routes, the length of routes, the diversity of trains in this, and you've got that audio, that's what means that if I was to do one sim and one sim only, it is going to be this. Not that that's going to be a thing, but if I had to pick one, it would be this. Right, so you've got to go and dump this off in here. Can we carry on that way though? I'm guessing it will let us carry on that way. Problem is, this could never come to console because it's just too big. There's too much. You know, you got 7, 8 hour scenarios in this, and the fact that it's add-on friendly, etc. It impresses me that we got Train Sim World on console, and the fact that there's more simulation stuff coming to console, which means more people get into simulation gaming, is brilliant. Obviously, then hopefully those people see the light and buy a PC, but you know, to have on console, that's acceptable. As we'll discuss on tomorrow's farming, I have been thinking about doing a cross-platform farm, even as a temporary thing, so that we can get more people on and maybe just do, even for a short period of time, do something where we can just have no mods and see if we can get some console gamers and PC gamers. Simulation is not a game, it's classed as a training aid. Well, simulation gaming. Right, let's unhook from that then. Put it back into forward. Right, so we dump that there. And make our way back up again. So it should take us, head back to Headshunt and then run around the rest of the train via platform 4. Oh, so we've got to run around the train and hook back up to it at the other end. Okay. So back up to here. And stop. Don't forget, currently running a competition in a Discord server that ends in 3 hours and 10 minutes time to give away a couple of copies of Train Sim World 3 for Steam. In order to enter, is all you got to do is take a screenshot in a game of a train that you've taken yourself in snow. That's it. Post that screenshot in the competition section of the Discord server. I will announce the winners on tonight's stream. As simple as that. And there have been some really good entries so far. It's going to be a tough one. Okay. So backwards. So through platform 4, around the train. I can't believe I've been streaming for 3 hours already. Where does the time go? It does indeed. Right, so we've got to run around our train and then grab it from the other end. It's actually quite a cool scenario. I like this. Run out to the reversing point at the other end of the junction. Request clearance to return once you've arrived. Okay. So past our train. It's simulation gaming. I'm not calling it a game, I'm calling it simulation gaming. Gaming is the thing I'm doing, and it's in something that's a simulation. It's simulation gaming. I'm a sim gamer. I'm not a simmer. It's a fine line between calling something a game when it's not a game. But we're all entitled to our own opinions. Right, down to reversing point. Although if I do cooking sim on Friday, that is going to be by no means a simulation of my cooking abilities. You've been editing your tractors. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying farm sim at the moment. Really enjoying it. So you may see an early morning farming stream tomorrow, as well as the farming stream we're going to be doing tomorrow night. So double farming Thursday. So we did 2 lots of farming on Sunday. And Monday, I think, didn't we? Just a few mods. We've cut back now. We got about 100 mods. We've reduced them. Right, so then we've got to go back through You got like 500. Yeah, we had 160 something, and it was. We took out stuff that made it too easy. We've left in stuff that makes it realistic. So it makes it, you know, not easy for us. Okay, so we stop at the reversing point. Back into forward. Request to pass signal danger denied. Is that because I haven't gone forward? We're on the Elm Creek extension at the moment. On 22, yeah. Request to pass signal danger approved. I wasn't facing the right way. There we go. Yeah, I've been playing Train Sim since the original Microsoft Train Sim. Yeah, we've done loads of maps in 22. But we just came back to Elm Creek because we all liked Elm Creek and the Elm Creek extension. We're waiting for the valley. That's what we want. Is that going to take me round that light? I don't want to get stopped at that bloody red light. Because the Valley of the Old Farm, we played that for like 9 months on 19. And I still stand by that. That's the best map that's ever been produced in Farm Sim. And I've been playing Farm Sim since 15. I've seen gameplay of Trains. This is better than Trains. And Train Sim World 3 just knocks everything out of the park. If we had longer routes in Train Sim World 3, I think it would just, nothing else would stand up. Yeah, I started on 15 on console, and then moved to 17 on PC when I started doing this. So we've been streaming farming since 17. Did a lot in 19, and got our multiplayer farm in 22. I would say I'll be streaming potentially tomorrow morning, but then certainly a planned multiplayer stream tomorrow night. Yeah, well, if you want to build rails and routes, then yeah, but I don't want to do that. The good thing is with this sort of world is that there are options. There isn't just one thing. Yeah, cheers, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the follow. Right, so let's connect up with these then and see where it wants me to take them then. See ya. And in we come slowly. Maybe too slowly, but slowly. Yeah, this has been out a while, the original game. Lights clear, you proceed on your way ASAP. Good work removing the way. Okay. So, back the other way. Change ends. Otherwise that'll be inconvenient. Right then. Are we now actually going to be moving. Okay. Yes, we are. Right, so heading back down the track that we came up. I'm waiting for this distance thing here to go down, because surely at some point we've got to be heading for the place that we're trying to go to. Yeah, we said that earlier. Multiplayer is certainly something that would be awesome. Right, we got a green. That's quite a cool little thing to do. Is say I'm not normally a fan of freight. I quite enjoyed that. Say passenger runs tonight though in Train Sim World. HST coming the other way. So has that come out from the tunnel? I'm guessing it has, because we've got down tunnel here, so looks like that's where we're heading. Why is it keep... Okay, it got confused, so I've left the carriage behind. Right, it's given me full speed. What does it say? We got a sign here, maximum speed 75 mile an hour. Okay. Which means we're bound to get some signalling issues, aren't we? It's not going to let me go all the way. Yeah, 125s are still running here. Considering it was only meant to be a stopgap while the APT was perfected, it didn't do too bad. Okay, that distance still hasn't gone down. No, there's still some running. Southwest UK, so down between Plymouth and Penzance, they still run. I think up north as well, still a couple of places where they're still running. Shortened sets, but they are still running. Right, finally getting a move on. It's not going to let us do 60 for long, is it? Something's going to happen. What time do we start? I don't know what time we actually started doing this. I did wonder why, with an 8-mile distance, why it's going to take an hour. Cross country has still got a few full ones. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we got a green. God, if we get a yellow, we're never going to stop this. Into the tunnel. It's actually sounding quite cool now. Our distance there still hasn't come down though. Still 8.37 miles, which is what it's been for the whole of the thing. Right, I'm actually going to adhere to our loco limit of 75. Ish. Right, through Pilning we go. When is that distance going to go down? Yeah, it's not exactly a looker. Right, we got a downhill section now. So into the tunnel. High classy. It's all about controlling the speed now as we come through. That was warning me of the speed limit change. Concentration is real. I've actually really enjoyed this scenario. It's been really nice spending all this time on this one line as well. So what do? We did a 158 trip, then we did a HST trip, then we did a Pacer trip, and now freight. Been good. Gone really quickly. 3¼ hours so far. Yep, see ya. So I'll be back in less than 4 hours time for stream number 2. Perhaps this means I should be doing more freight stuff. I need to do some freight things in the good old blue era diesels. Well, it's actually not a bad train, this. Slowly. Well, considering I started out with 1,000 points, I've only lost 66 points. Okay, a bit more than that now. I've only lost 88 points. What route would I recommend? Depends on what sort of thing you like. One of my favourites is the Riviera line. Although this is certainly enjoyable, but things like East Coast Main Line is really good. Quite a lot of variety. Unless you're not from the UK. Okay, giving it all the beans now as we climb. Distance still not going down here. So I'm guessing it's going to get us to stop somewhere else because it's not recognizing that. So we've got to do another track change. Canada. Oh wow, okay, we're slowing down quite a lot now. I don't even got to worry about speeding at this 70. Come on, you can do it. God, this reminds me of that Cajon Pass where we just got slower and slower and slower. I think it's good. I think we're approaching the top now though. Another freight train waiting to come through. Yeah, distance still not gone down, so I don't know now where it's getting us to head to. Unless something's going to pop up here any minute and say you've now got to stop somewhere else. Definitely feels like it's been longer than an hour. Oh wow. Definitely struggled up there. We've got a 40 limit coming up as well, just so we can gain a bit of speed. So I'll back it off a bit, see if it'll slow down naturally. You realise you type the words naked dude in there, don't you? I was confused for a second. So why has he typed the word naked dude in there? Right, so that was warning me of the speed limit change. So a little bit of brake. Just getting that speed down to the 40. Oh, hang on, our distance is coming down. Finally, look. 8.2 miles. Okay, so we had to be the other side of the tunnel. Alright, so 8 miles to go to where we stopped then. So it was right. I suppose it came to a point before I actually calculated our distance. Yes, don't forget tonight, back with some Train Sim World 3 at probably 6 PM. Where I'm going to be doing London Commuter with a twist. We'll see if we can get 3 runs in between Victoria and Reigate. The first in the train that should be doing the route, which I think is the 375. Trent. Then we'll do it in the 166. And then we're going to end up in something special. So it could be a slightly longer anticipated stream, but we'll see. A tuna, cheese and red onion chutney baguette. Cheese and red onion chutney, yes. Tuna? If she's pregnant, then she's got an excuse, but... if she's not pregnant, then you've got a right weird one there. Right, so 6 miles to go until we got to stop this. I've got chili again today for the 3rd day running. I made a really big slow cooker full of chili on Monday, and says I don't think about cooking. Yeah, I've never had tuna, and I don't like the idea of tuna. I'm not really a fish person. I can cope with some fish fingers or a bit of cod. I do like kippers. Oh, why did you still show me the back one? Right, 6 miles to go. It's actually a really enjoyable freight scenario. As I've said this before, I was brought up on simple food. Parents are always, you know, it was sausage and mash or corned beef and mash, you know, egg and chips. Sunday roast was, you know, a Sunday roast. It was never pasta, it was never curry. Never really did fish. I was 18 when I had my first curry. Exactly, so my food tastes have pretty much, apart from curry and chili, that's something I've done myself, food tastes are still quite plain and simple. Miles to go. Yeah, a really good line this, and a really nice sounding collection of trains. even if I couldn't open the windows on a couple of them. I've just never, it was never something that I would have had growing up. So I've never really tried it. Oh, stew and dumplings. Again, that's... I do like doing a good casserole on my slow cooker. So I enjoyed doing the chili. That was always one of those things growing up, that there's always a big pot of stew and some dumplings. The old man would make a shepherd's pie or meat pie. Or homemade chips were a treat. Right, 4 miles to go. I just don't get the time to cook. Obviously, when I'm working, I get in the house somewhere around 5:15, and I'm normally sat in front of the PC at 6 o'clock. So I get a very small window to be able to get in, get changed, and I do my lunch for the following day to take to work, and then I've got to try and think about eating, because I'm sat in front of the PC from 6 till probably 8:30, 8:45, and then it's too late to eat. So yeah, I don't eat the best. Yeah, I wouldn't make a shepherd's pie now. The old man used to, but I wouldn't make a shepherd's pie. I just don't cook. And yeah, I don't have chips that often. I'm not a fan of, like, I don't mind them, but I've gone off chips. Say chili 3 nights in a row this week. I've got a pizza in the oven. Pizza in the freezer, rather. I'll grab that tomorrow. I need someone to bring me food. I need someone to basically just look after me, do the housework, sort my garden out, do a bit of decorating. I need a lodger that just can live rent free, just do stuff. Someone that likes gardening, a bit of decorating, and doesn't mind only living in the spare room. Although they can have the living room between 6 and 9 p.m. Right, 2 miles to go. Can they have furniture? Well, yeah. There's not a lot in the spare room at the moment. Some boxes full of stuff from my parents' flat, but it was my intention to decorate the spare room, carpet it, get all new furniture, new bed and stuff in there, and I was going to move into that temporarily while I then decorated my room, but that hasn't happened. Must like budgies. Well, only the one. Right, 2 miles to where we stop. Can they have internet? Oh, there's loads of internet. Well, we haven't yet lost 100 points from that 1,000 that we started with. That's not bad going for me. Allowed a dog. Dog would probably try and eat the budgie, that's the only thing. Right, 1.6 miles to go. HST coming the other way. Yeah, been an enjoyable scenario. I've enjoyed this. Actually, I might even use that as my... oh god. As my thumbnail. So I don't normally do freight. Alright, a mile to go. We got a 40, then a 20. Slow it down. Right, single yellow and a track change. And the end is nigh. I fired up Train Sim World 3 earlier to sort the scenarios out for this evening. And I was like, oh, I really like Train Sim World 3. But having spent the last 3.5 hours in this, I still really like this. I really, really do. Can't believe I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Feels like about 10 minutes. Guessing round here then is where we got to stop, with half the train stuck out the back here by the looks of things. And stop. Oh, bring anything back. See what's going on. That does sound good. After those events outside Bristol, it looks like we're going to need to pull out the stops to recover the lost time. Scenario incomplete? What do you mean scenario incomplete? I did it. I scored 0. How did I score 0? I did what it told me to do. I feel... I betrayed. I did it. I had like 906 points. I'm not happy with that. Why? I definitely feel betrayed. You betrayed me, game. Was it that one we did? It was that one we did, wasn't it? That one. Damn it. Anyway, perfect score. Exactly. 0. There we go then. We will end there. More Train Sim Classic next Wednesday night. Back in its normal slot. More trains though. Back in... blimey. 3.5 hours time. With some Train Sim World 3 doing London Commuter. 3 trips up and down between Victoria and Reigate, and then tomorrow lunchtime my first look at Construction Sim. Really looking forward to that one. Tomorrow night back on the farm, and then more things the rest of the week. So thank you very, very much to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 3 hours and 40 minutes. That went by so fast. And also a thank you to this lot as well. So thanks to Larwood, Nightbot, Shorty and Trent for doing some moderation. To Josh, Rafa and Zunar for following. And Mr. Rock On for resubscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back then at 6 o'clock for some Train Sim World 3. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.